Did you enjoy the game?
Yeah!
Do you want to play again?
Yeah!
Enter the competitive arena of fine art photography. Will your photos make the cut or end up in the thrift store bin? I'm Steve Zmak, a lifetime photographer, graphic designer, dungeon master, and educator. I've developed a lot of spin-off games from my favorite classics over the years, but I've spent decades trying to conceive of something original. After drawing inspiration from classroom presentations to kids, inventing games for kids learning photography, and beautiful game artwork, I had that aha moment while gaming with some friends in Big Sur, California. Z-Photo Game is a card-based board game that engages higher-order thinking and storytelling skills using a deck of 209 beautifully printed photographs by me. It's easy to play with a quick start out of the box. Let me show you. The game theme follows the careers of 3 to 8 fine art photographers as they curate and display photos in exhibits. Each photographer or player is dealt 9 cards face down. This is their portfolio. Players around the table take turns being the curator. The curator creates and announces the theme for their exhibit. Each photographer submits 1 photo from their portfolio to the curator, who then mixes up the photos of all the players and places them face up. The players then try and guess which photo came from the curator. Points may be earned by the curator for drawing votes for their photo, as well as the photographers who guess correctly. Photographers also earn points if other photographers guess their cards as being the curators. Once all the players serve as the curator for 1 photo play, then play advances to 2 and 3 card submissions. These are called diptychs and triptychs in the art world. A player who volunteers to be the critic keeps score on a large photography-themed 16 by 20 scoreboard with real 35mm canisters. The players also use a matching 35mm canister as their voting token. For 3 to 8 players, ages 10 and up, gameplay usually lasts 45 minutes to 2 hours, depending on the number of players and the skill level. Optional rules are included for extending gameplay, adding sequencing to the 2 and 3 card play, and more. In addition to being a fun, challenging, and engaging board game, it's also a work of art, using an original method to present and exhibit my photography portfolios that goes beyond the traditional brick and mortar gallery or digital collection. Ideas for expansion? Publish a new deck of photo cards each year to keep the play fresh. Black and white photography edition, so all black and white photo cards instead of color. These 2025 expansions are included in the add-ons. California State Parks and National Parks editions with decks that only feature photos from those park systems and decks featuring specific continents and countries. How I came up with the game? Every year I'm invited to speak to elementary school students about my photography. I show them my photos and they imagine stories behind the images. We start with questions such as, what emotion does this image evoke? In a word, how does it make you feel? Then we move to questions such as, tell me the story behind this image. What memory or fantasy do you think of? A flurry of hands go up. Then for homework, the teacher asks the students to select an image and write a 1-page story about it. I have always enjoyed games like Balderdash, Cards Against Humanity, and Dixit, but I felt they were just scratching the surface of the player's creative potential for higher order and critical thinking and storytelling, and lacked a cohesive and colorful theme. At this level of play, it's not just about winning, it's about stretching your imagination, learning a lot about your fellow players and friends, and having a great time. I also fell in love with the card artwork in parks, which was the final piece of inspiration I needed to develop this game, Z-Photo Game. The first phase is selling 100 limited first edition copies of the game that are numbered and signed and feature the actual 35mm film canisters as game tokens, and building up the capital for a bigger printing and wider distribution in the future. There are a lot of ways you can support and help Z-Photo Game reach a wider audience and get a wide selection of rewards and add-ons to choose from to show my gratitude. Many of these items are offered at dramatically lower prices than normal, such as photography workshops in Big Sur, Yosemite, and Monterey Bay. Limited edition fine art print of your favorite photo card from the game. thank you in the game patron section of the rulebook. Critique of your photography portfolio via Zoom. Portrait session for you or your family. T-shirt featuring your favorite photo from the game. And my favorite, a photo of you in the 2025 expansion deck. Or the Classroom 5-pack, which includes a lesson plan. Orders for the first 100 Z Photo games will be taken November 19th to December 19th, 2024 for delivery by February 13th, 2025, just in time for Valentine's Day. If you would like to give Z Photo Game as a holiday gift this year, an add-on has been included to send a card featuring one of my award-winning photos, Lights in the Forest, announcing that you have purchased this gift for them and when it will be arriving. Place your order today before the collector's first edition of Z Photo Game sells out. Thanks for watching.